You just spent so much time coming up with an awesome product, an awesome service, or perhaps you spent so much time generating all these leads, you're driving for dollars, or you have this awesome slick website, or you paid all this money for pay per click so that you can get leads, and now you're getting leads, or what I would say data coming into you. And maybe you made one call and got in touch with some folks, but now you're like, oh man, do I call them again? Or you call them again? Or do I call them again? Do I reach out to them again? And you're concerned, am I bugging them? Am I going to get hung up on? Am I going to get yelled at? Am I calling too much? Is there such thing as calling too much? Well, that's what we're going to talk about today before I jump into my calls. What's up? Courtney Rollins, do REI Deals. Courtney Rollins, Estate Pro Service, and with Life and Transition Experts, the Facebook community group. And here on this channel, I just go live and show, and I actually make my follow-up calls so that I can be held accountable. You help hold me accountable, so thank you very much. But I'm here to tell you, I'm here to say that if you are in this field of as an entrepreneur or someone who has service, or you can take it over to if you have a desire and maybe you have something you want to share with a loved one, a friend, an associate, an employer, employee. Closed mouths don't get fed. And the answer to me simply is no, you cannot call too much. And let me, I'm live, so I have to dismiss this person. Let's see. Will it still call? We're live, folks. I have to call them back, I suppose. See, they're giving me a call. It's probably a prospect call. Let's see. Sorry about that. So again, closed mouths don't get fed, and if you you can have the slickest direct mail, you can have the most awesome ringless voice message and text and all that stuff. But if you are not having quality conversations with folks, if you're not building relationships through those conversations, really staying out there and listening so that you can tailor your services that you provide to those folks, then you're quite often not creating a business. You're probably not converting those leads. And so I would say no. There's no such thing as calling or contacting or reaching out to folks too much. Every day, Coca-Cola, Pepsi, or any other product or person is out there, Instagram, Facebook, all these folks are telling you how and why you should use their product and service. And so we know and recognize that you have a service to provide, whether that's as a listing agent, whether that's as a real estate investor or cash buyer or some other service provider. You have a skill or a service to provide. And particularly with these type of leads, if you are a real estate professional and you target or go after or focus on folks who are in distress, it quite often is our job. One, we're probably usually in front of the sales cycle, and so they may not be as ready to convert yet, but you must be there when they are ready. And it's our opportunity and job to coach them and to recognize, hey, this is actually what the situation is, and here are, from our humble opinion, your options. And if you have shown competency and likability, then you are probably going to be the one to convert. And one way you can show competency is by being consistent, professionally consistent. So here are a couple of tips for you out there if you're thinking. And you can go to my YouTube page, Life and Transitions Experts channel, to get more videos and stuff. But one, make sure that you're grading your leads. Not all leads are the same, so I would have at least 3 rankings: hot, warm, cold. And I'm not going to tell you the communication cadence, but you need to have some cadence that you go through. So for hot leads, call them once a day, twice a day, once a week. Depends on what your style, your flow, the industry you're in. Warm leads, maybe once a week, once every 2 days, once every 2 weeks. Again, it's tailored to you. Cold, once maybe a month, once a quarter or something. Supplement it with direct mail or with other mail pieces or other brochures or hard copies that they can get their hands on, or even email. That is a great way that you can be consistent. Consistently put information out there that kind of leads to our third tip. Is you don't always have to lead with, hey, can I buy anything, or hey, can you buy this from me? But lead with value. And the great way to do that is to collect the emails and to put those marker reports out there, or other information that's going to help in the related field that you're in. And they get to know you as a person as you continue to build your that relationship through those emails. So definitely supplement it with your direct pieces and emails. Which also a suggestion: hop on Instagram, hop on YouTube, create a channel, create a Facebook community. That's the reason that I'm doing this, is so I can build my community or build the community up and hopefully folks will see me as someone that they can think about when they're thinking about someone who's going through probate, or someone who has a property that's in distress, or someone who needs a service provider, or maybe you just need some type of coaching, or just want to connect with someone who really enjoys being a part of your journey. Um, that's one of the reasons I have this up here. So be consistent in that as well. And I feel like there was another piece that I was going to share. Also kind of goes back to leading with value. You can also be very personable with your touches. That's why it's important to take really good notes. And you can call in. Like sometimes I'll just send a text message or give a call and say, "Hey, John, I saw that Harley that we talked about a month or two ago, and just thought about you." And or other things tailored to that. So you want to stay front of mind. You want to lead with value, and you want to be able to be consistent. And the only way you can do that really is through making sure you're consistent with your follow-ups. So follow up, call. You can't call too much. If someone asks you not to call, or if you're in a profession where you're not legally allowed to like direct market in that way, of course, follow those rules. I'm not giving you legal advice or anything like that. I'm just going from my experience of the last 3 years, making these calls on a consistent basis and converting these leads and reaching a lot of people and helping hopefully a lot of people out there. Well, there it is. That's my spiel. That's my stick. I really would love for you to go to our new Facebook community, Life and Transitions Experts. If you breathe in and breathe out, your life goes through changes, and you will quite often running into experts, whether they're state attorneys or real estate professionals, financial advisors, or counselors, folks who are designed to help you through those transitions. There's community there. We're growing it. There's resources out there. I have a weekly call on Wednesdays, 7 p.m. We already have about 4 or 5 speakers that are that will be that are geared up, lined up for the next month and a half, and it's awesome. So excited! Life and Transitions Experts. Go check it out. Go join, contribute. If you would like to be a part of it, there's opportunity. Just hit me up and we can discuss, and maybe I interview you and showcase what you're doing out there in the world to help people and to serve folks at such a high level. So I would love to meet you. Also, if you're looking for deals, or you're looking for sales systems or resources when it comes to being a real estate professional and converting leads, go to doreideals.com. Check it out. See what we have there, and hopefully we'll be able to serve you at a high level. I'm not selling any products at all. I'm just trying to give and share so that I can, that's the way that I build up and get better myself. And if you or someone you know are experiencing or going through the probate process, I am a certified probate expert and can help you and those folks find the services that they need to go through the process. EstateProService.com is the space and the place to go. And so a lot of people ask, well, how do you get paid with this service? And again, I am a real estate professional as well. And so when there is property, which quite often is the case in probate, hopefully I have the opportunity to present options that are very helpful for the personal representative going through that, whether it's me buying it or assigning it to one of my partners or helping them list it and refer it out to a listing agent. There's tons of things we can do. That's the way I get to help. And those leads that don't have that in there, I get to build my skills and be able to give and share and give value. So it's all gravy. It's all gravy, like they say. So let me hop on. I'm on ReSimpli with an I at the end. ReSimpli.com is a customer relation management tool that I use, and it's really awesome, all-in-one tool. Now, I am an affiliate of them. I was blasting, yapping about how awesome they are when I started working, that they did reach out and ask me to be an affiliate. So if you would like to check it out, definitely go to ReSimpli.com/Aqua Team, and you can get 50% off your first month. All right. Ooh, that was a lot. You breathe in and out. I make these calls. I'm gonna make a call back that lead that called me. Oh, that's 3. See, I'm supposed to hang up. I like this. It gives me more time to get to the leads. right? Did not answer. Come on. Computer slow today with no excuse. Oh, okay. Maybe if I didn't have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 40 tabs open. Maybe move a little slower. Let me close some of these tabs. Yeah, that might be the issue right there. We have 50, 11 million tabs open. It can be, I guess I'm stressing it out. Oh. Almost send an offer over. All right. Just closing these tabs out. Oh yeah, it's nicer to me now. Yeah, that's much. Well, still have more tabs to close, but we're gonna rock and roll. Let's go. Let's go. Thought I just called this person. Come on, Chrome. Do your thing. Moving super slow. All right. Hi, for the most part, all went well. How have you been? I'm great. Ooh, I don't know what this is. Oh. I am in Durham, NC now, helping families with real estate go through, well, any family, the probate process. It is fascinating and rewarding. Oh, thank goodness for that auto. What do you think? What do you do when you spell something wrong? Because I'm not a bad speller, but just catch some things, sometimes. So that was a relationship. So I put my relationships, business relationships, in my CRM as well, so that I can remember to stay touch base, connect. This is a relationship thing, and yeah. So I have to, when I send text, I have when to call. There we go. Oh, see, I'm not following my own. So, I'm not following my own advice. I'm sitting there just doing other things. That's one thing that I need to get better at, and I am, and I will. Is just focus. Said the owner of the property is really interested in how he wants to call back, see what maybe offer for the price. All right. So this is a person who really probably what they call a tire kicker, just wants to know what price range we're in. I usually go to PropStream or even Zillow real quick, see what like properties are, and then I just do 66%. But I do try to hopefully convert them towards a matter of fact, that's how I'm gonna get their email address. I just thought about something. So I can call back folks who just want a number, call back and say, hey, Christina, this is Courtney. I'm looking for interest. I was like, ooh. Hey, how's it going? It's Courtney. I think you spoke to my team member Javon the other day about a property. He said you weren't interested in selling, but you're interested to see what price range we might be at. So I'll just give you a call back. But am I catching you at a bad time here?
Yeah. No. When I guess the other guy called, I was kind of in a crunch.
Yeah, are you okay? He said something about the truck brakes. Are you okay?
Yeah, no,
Ooh.
because I'm self-employed. I own a landscape company,
Oh, nice.
and do you live in Maryland?
Actually, I just moved back home to North Carolina. I was in Maryland for the last 12 years, but I just moved to Durham about a month ago. But yeah, yeah.
Okay,
How
yeah,
about
that's
yourself?
probably good. Yeah, but no, I was at one of the landfills here,
Okay.
brakes went up on one of my trucks.
Oh man.
I ended up driving the truck, and I have a trailer, that
Yeah.
attached to the truck. So one of the brake lines actually sprung a leak on me,
Oh man.
and that's a pressure system. So
Uh,
even if there's just a leak in one of the lines, it affects the whole braking system. So
wow.
yeah, it was just getting to the shop um, when the guy called,
Okay.
so that's kind of where I was with that. But no, I'm been in this house that I'm in
Okay.
for over 20 years,
Oh
and
nice.
I couldn't even if I walked away with some money, I couldn't. Like I said, I'm 65 years old, so I couldn't go underneath a new mortgage. That's just not
Alright.
not wise to do.
Okay.
I just came out of a possible refinance, and I kind of pulled out of it because everything changed during the
Alright.
course of originally our interest rate. I have a student loan,
Okay.
and was trying to pay the student loan off or put myself in a position where whenever debt forgiveness was applied to the loan,
Mm-hmm.
I could pay off the balance. But stuff looks good on paper, and then as it moves on down the line,
Right.
little stuff. Come to find out because my loan is with NABI, and
Okay.
it's not a federal loan, so the loan is not even eligible
Oh
for
man.
any kind of debt forgiveness.
Yeah.
And then the refinance, they downsized people. It was with Freedom Financial,
Okay.
just to mention the name of the company. And then the people that were working on my refinance, they downsized. The guy who called me 2.5 weeks after I spoke to the last rep told me that the people quit, but they
Jeez.
downsized them out. So my file sat for over 2 weeks. So of course, there's time restrictions.
Right.
Once you do a credit check, they, the other things, any documents, those things, have time limits on them. We
Right.
did the credit check, we did the appraisal, and all the other things. So when
Okay.
they downsized the people that were working on the file, the time limit still ran on those
Right.
documents. So by the time the one guy who was trying to pick up all of the business in the office, by the time they talked to me, all that stuff would have needed to have been done again.
Yeah. You're not going
We
through
started
that.
out at 4.9. By the time the smoke cleared, they wanted to do, it was going to be a 20-year. They wanted to move it to a 30-year, went from 4.9% to almost 10%.
Yes.
I'm like, I can't do 10%, man.
No way. No way.
That's crazy.
Well, I tell you what, though. I mean, it sounds like not necessarily they dropped the ball, but just unfortunate series of events because it was. I mean, the record interest rates would have been great to capitalize on, but it sounds like you're in a position where it's it might be better just to hold still. But we still will send over a courtesy, just comparable sales, just so you know what the prices are, because there may be something where you decide to turn that property into something that's generating income for you. You say you're self-employed. Maybe you're able to generate some income out of it by renting a portion of it out, or there's a lot of things to do. But knowledge is power. So yeah, I can send over I guess a free market report analysis. Can you share like your email address and I'll just shoot it to you and you can run with it the way you want.
Okay, now, yeah, I can do that. Now, whatever estimate you would send,
Mm-hmm.
that's not necessarily etched in stone. That's So, and I've been paying on that thing since 2006.
Oh wow.
So
What'd you go to school for?
say that again. I'm
What?
sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. What'd you go to school for?
Computer science. I'm
Oh,
a veteran. I'm a Navy veteran.
Oh man, thanks for your service.
Yeah, I just decided to try to pick back on it because I went to several different colleges, but the
Yeah.
last one, of course, was over here with UMBC over here in Maryland.
Oh,
So
cool.
I was going part time, working a full and part time job. So and that was during my younger days.
Oh man.
I couldn't do it now, and I even wonder how I did it when I did it. Yeah, as you get older and you look back at the things that you do now, you'll remember this conversation like, man, I don't know even how I did that.
Yeah, sometimes ignorance is bliss. To not even know that it was impossible. You can do a lot of impossible things when you don't know it's impossible. You know.
Well, I mean, at the time that you're doing them, you just do them.
Right.
But so your appraisal, for lack of a better term, your appraisal would be based on what houses had sold for in this area.
Yeah, that's all I'm going to send you. I'm going to send you a list of the top, if there's enough data, 8 houses that sold that are similar to your house. How many beds and baths is it again?
This 1 bathroom, 2 bedroom.
Okay, and I'll just send over what the last 3 months since usually it's 6 months, but the market has changed so quickly. It's changing almost at a daily rate, it seems. So I'll send over the last 3 months, and then that's just information for you. Which email address should I send it to?
It's Kenneth.Butler 27
Okay.
at yahoo.com.
All right, and I'm Courtney Rollins, and I'm assuming your name's Kenneth. I should call you Kenneth or Kenneth?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
right.
Oh, awesome. I'm Courtney Rollins. You'll get it from Courtney Estate Pro Service, and I'll just check in every now and down the road, man. There's I know there's maybe, especially if you have so much equity there, maybe you could Airbnb some parts of it out for people at your own leisure and stuff like that. You know.
I've been, at this point, and that's been suggested because the story with this house is when I bought it, like I said, I've been in it over 20 years. There was originally a family here. The basement in this house is a fully finished apartment.
Oh, wow.
And it was set up like that because family lived there, and then the son moved out. The lady and her husband lived here. The husband died,
Oh, wow.
and then the son and his wife moved back in and lived in the basement to take care of his mother. So there's a full kitchen in the basement,
Wow.
and the washer dryer, magnifying paneling. Then once the mom died, she lived upstairs. Then they just sold the house, and moved out. So,
Oh shoot! That sounds like Sorry about that.
No. I wouldn't entertain, having somebody living in my house.
Well, they wouldn't necessarily have to live in your house. You would. I mean, not trying to convince you, but just if you're thinking about those student loans, you could set maybe it's one weekend a month that someone needs a place to stay because they're needs to go to the hospital or on their way to New York or something like that. And that's extra income that goes directly to Freedom Financial or your pocket. But
right now it's with Mr. Cooper. It's with the mortgage is with Mr. Cooper.
Mr. Cooper. Okay.
The house has changed hands, I guess, 3 or 4 different times.
Okay.
And I had nothing to do with any,
Right, they just sell it.
Originally, it was with Bank of America, and then they sold it to Countrywide, and Countrywide sold it to Nation Star, and of course, Nation Star and Mr. Cooper are one and the same. So,
Okay. Well,
it is what it is.
Well, I appreciate you sharing with me, Mr. Kenneth, and I'm Kenneth.Butler27, and I got that there, and I'll send this over this afternoon, and I'm just gonna keep on smiling and dialing and talking to folks, see if there's anybody I can serve. Absolutely.
Yeah, because it may get to a point where
Amen to that.
You know, my mortgage is, you know, under or around, you know, $1,000 a month. So you can't really live anywhere for, you know, for that amount of money. You know, and I've gotten it down to that, like I said, because I've been here for so very long.
Yeah.
So,
Well, Mr. Kenneth, consider us a resource. We are professional home buyers, but we're also a service provider. You know, we make connections with a lot of vendors. So if it's, you know, looking for a home or placement or hauling or anything like that, we'll definitely consider us. And I'm also going to put a note that you're a landscaper too, because I do, you know, I need properties, I need the land taken care of, or I know people. Is it okay if I send people your way, or at least have them connect?
that's fine.
Okay.
And you have my number, you know, and I'd appreciate it. Are you familiar with Columbia City, Maryland?
Oh yeah, yes sir. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, I grew up in Columbia, and
Okay.
70% of my properties are in Columbia.
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. So if I know people down in Columbia, I'll definitely. I'll just put a mark right here. That you
That's fine. But yeah, I'd be more receptive to any information that you can send. That's fine.
Oh well, awesome. Well, I appreciate it. I'm glad that the break line and all wasn't a tragedy, and it was nice talking to you.
You know, when you have this much stuff, because I have 2 trucks, 2 trailers, and a car, and I have a mechanical and speed dial.
Yeah, I understand.
And he's been a connection.
Amen.
So anyway, sir, I looked at what you said, and I appreciate your time.
Thanks.
Don't need my number. Do feel free to call me back.
Thanks so much, Kenneth. Take care. Bye-bye. Nice guy. So a lot of things I think interesting in that is, I mean, obviously he was a little more of someone who talks, but you definitely should be talking way less. You know, 10% of the time you should be talking, and they'll talk. So that's where the quality conversations come in and asking quality questions. What's that great book, How to Win Friends and Influence People? That book has nothing to do with being manipulative. It is really about being a quality listener and making sure that whoever you speak to, you recognize that they're the most important person, that they are the star in their own movie. So how can you contribute as a co-star, and how can you listen? So he gave a lot of great information. I wrote all that down, even little bits and pieces about. Hey, Keon, how's it going, Mr. Abraham? You doing all right this morning?
I'm good. Called me at the right moment, and I was about to call you.
Oh well. Oh great. Is this perfect? And I don't know. Did the purchase agreement go through? Sometimes it's buggy through drop.
No, I saw it, and then I had some questions.
Okay.
One, so this is as is, yes?
As is.
Yeah. So why is that it says pending inspection, something like that?
Oh, good question. Great question. So it is as is, but my next step now is I'm going to actually put money into figure out exactly how much this is going to cost me to do what I want to do or what my partners want to do. So the first initial view was just to see if it's fits our criteria from our experience. Now I'm going to actually hire an inspector and take a look at all that stuff, and it still may come back. Hey, I mean, I'm not going to actually make any changes because that's not what we do. But like if I find out there's a foundation issue or something that's super huge and beyond our budget, that of course would make it a smart investment for me. But so I don't try to spend money until I actually have the property under contract, if that makes sense.
So basically, this contract is, to me, it doesn't, it's not, it's just simply sitting there, and I cannot look at the buyers because you can come anytime and say, the inspection showed this one, inspection showed that one, you can say, basically.
Right, which I think would be smart for me if I'm going to buy. I'm not spending $2 here. So and it's not anytime. No, I'm sorry. I thought I had a window in there. I thought I actually had only put like 10 days in there. I thought it wasn't anytime. I thought it was within those. If I don't see something within those 10 days,
10 days. Okay.
Yeah. If I don't see it within 10 days, after 10 days it's locked in.
For later.
Also?
The 10 days is for late inspection.
Oh no, lead inspection. Though we waived the lead inspection. The 10 days is for me to get my contractors and my partner's eyes on it. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So it's not the whole time. So I wouldn't. After 10 days, it's like, hey, we're locked in. And if for whatever reason I get hit by a bus, or I decide, or I, I'm not a man of my word, then you get the earnest money deposit to you.
Yeah, I am good with it, but one thing you did not add, your closing cost you pay is not there.
Oh, it's not there. Okay, let's open it up because it should be there, but you might be right.
No, it is not there. I am opening up.
Oh, okay, let me take a look. When it says, let's see, closing terms and conditions. Buyer and seller hereby agree. Buyer to, oh, I'm sorry, on the closing terms and conditions. Let me know when you're there.
Okay, buyer and seller, buyer to pay. Okay.
Full escrow, that's all the closing costs. Only thing that I wouldn't be paying is if you like owe back taxes, that would come out of the money I give you. So if you owe liens or back taxes, that would be taken out of the 60,000. But all the closing costs, escrow fee. If you want me to specifically say all closing costs, I can put that in there if it makes you feel comfortable.
Yeah, if you can.
Okay.
Yes.
To pay all closing and settlement costs, including. All right. Perfect.
Then I will sign it immediately.
All right, sounds good. Oh, it did say 14 days. Do you want me to put that to 10 days? Because I know we just said 10. But I can do 10. I just have to be real quick about scheduling
Yeah,
folks.
the reason is, if I gotta understand
Right.
I'm gonna say this, I don't have to put a renter there.
Right. But if you do,
So
you need to go. Yeah.
I don't wanna hold it waiting that you are gonna buy it and then.
Oh, heck yeah.
So I have to have a renter, so I would be, you understand what I mean?
Completely understand. Like if I just sat here on it didn't last second, I said, hey, I'm not going to buy it. That puts you in a tough spot. I don't want to do that.
I did not get a tenant. I did not get a buyer. So,
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's where I am.
All right. I'm glad that's updated that to include to specifically say all closing costs, and I'm going to send it over, and I'll give you a call back if I don't.
If you send it now, just text me. I am working from home today.
Oh, okay.
So I am having.
All right. Sounds good.
My laptop, so I can.
All right. Well, great. Well, I'm gonna keep on smiling and dialing. I got a couple of other opportunities that we may be looking at, so I'm gonna give them a call as promised, and then if they don't hear from me, I'll call back.
Just text me.
Oh, text you. That's right.
Yeah, that's right.
And
then sign it within 15 minutes of that. Just everything.
All right. Sounds good. You should have it in your box now. I just sent it, and I'll talk to you a little bit. I'll text you a little later. Oh, the next step is once I get it back, I'll send it over to the title company, and they should contact you within.
Which one is your title company?
I'm going to go with Castle Title on this one. So out in Towson with David Kramer, and so they'll reach out to you. It's probably Amanda who will reach out to you within the next day or two to get some information from you that what they need, and then we'll keep going from there. And I'll stay in contact at least once or twice a week to over communicate until we get to the finish line.
Did you send it? I am there.
Oh, I just sent it. Let me cancel the other one. Yeah, it said sent at 10:09. I don't know. I guess it was a delay. It just sent.
Okay.
All right. Yep. It just sent.
Yeah,
it might take a little.
Okay. I will text you if it didn't come. Usually on the Yahoo.
Absolutely. All right. Well, I'll make a little. I'll send a note to follow up when I finish my other calls. Text me. All right. Thanks. Have a great one, man.
You too.
All right. Ooh, Courtney, you need to stop drinking so much coffee. Good gracious. Why was I talk fast. And I probably should have stayed on the phone. I can feel my coach necking me until he actually signed. Yeah. But hopefully it's signed. But you see some of his objections, his questions. Why do you? Well, he was. I think he was. I don't say confused, but assumed that the whole time I could just say, "Hey, I'm not going to buy this because of this or that." But your seller should know that's one I think important. That hey, I'm about to make a big purchase here. I need to know what I'm buying, and even though I did go look at the property, I did take pictures. Now I'm actually going to start putting rubber to the roads, getting my partners in there, getting contracts in there that cost, when it comes to doing scopes of work and all, getting an inspection on it, and that. So if I'm going to invest my time or my money into that, then I need to make sure I have a contract. So that's important. You can. Well, first, I should have repeated, and I hope I did. Affirm what he was saying, repeated what he was saying, so I know he. Glenn? Hey, Glenn, how's it going? This is Courtney. I'm the gentleman maybe earlier last year who called you about Ironside Drive. I just said I just check in every now and then. I'm just checking it. Have you guys maybe decided interested in selling the property or any updates on that road?
We're looking into that.
Oh, cool.
Probably mid to late next year.
Oh, cool. Mid to late next.
But you need to get a ballpark figure. You're for a flipping company?
I like to buy and hold, so I like to hold on to the property. If I do partner with someone, they may decide, or we may decide to flip. We just do it on a property to property
But
basis.
you're not looking to personally live there.
No.
Okay, I mean that's fine. So yeah, give us a call back in 6 months.
6 months, I got you. Okay, and okay, I'll just do that. All right, thanks so much. Let's see. I feel like I was making a point, but earlier, but maybe I could have dug a little deeper. She said 6 months, so I'm gonna call back in about 3 months and try to get some more information. I really was trying to get their email address. I need to work on a better way to ask for email addresses. Oh, maybe I can. I like that again. Can I send you a market update, and then I can send her comps, comparable sales. Ask her to share your email address so that I can send you a free comparable sales so you'll know what it is. Or, all right, you want to send ballpark? All right, I'll get my team to come up with that and send it over to you. What's a good email you can share with me? Send over comps and get email, because your email list is golden. I know I was just talking earlier about making calls, and that's absolutely true. And your email is also a way that you can add value and build a quiet relationship with folks. So the attorney called me back. Awesome. Yeah. Oh, I feel like I was making a point. Mom in hospital. See if I can get her. Mom in hospital is the right number. That sounds weird. You can write better notes, Courtney. I mean, it sounds clear, but. He signed. Ellicott got the deal. Woo woo! Now it's time.
Please leave a message after the tone.
Now it's time to get the deal. Woo! Got the contract for that property, brother man. So we're gonna put it out there for about 79, I think. But I gotta do the marketing, or get to do the marketing until my executive assistant comes on board. Wherever you are, I can't wait till you join the team. Because of the wonderful things you do. Alrighty. So my time here is to prospect. I could pause everything and start getting the pictures and the flyers together for that property, but that is not what I'm supposed to be doing now. To make sure I keep the pipeline full, I have to, and to make sure I have some sanity to my day, I have to time block and just trust the process and recognize that, hey, call wants me at noon on Sunday. Oh yeah. Okay. Trust the process and trust that, hey, one, I go by faith, so have faith that things are going to get done. So there actually is enough time. When you are in a rush, Courtney Maurice Rollins, that is actually showing a lack of faith in that you are getting things done. Or if you're doing things in a certain way with a certain vibration, a certain feel to it, everything's gonna be taken care of. So even though in the back of my mind I'm like, Elcott, I gotta go get that thing ready. Know that it's gonna get done. The energy's within. I can do it. I can make it happen. I'm not sitting on my hands and wasting my time. I'm actually doing something very productive here. Also, let me holler at my boy Javon. Oh, I gotta get Javon on here. Javon, I have to interview you in January. Folks need to see your grind and where you've been and where you are going. Hey man, are you free this Sunday at noon? I need someone to meet a seller and take pics at on Sunday. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. Not again. Hi, Mohammed. Are we still on for Sunday at noon? My partner will meet you to get pics and videos of cheers. Courtney, that's me. Courtney. What's awesome about Simply is that I can schedule this out. So I'm gonna schedule that for Saturday. I don't know why, but I feel like today's gonna be a great day. Man, this property is too much, man. What can I do with this property? I need to connect with my boy Greg and see if he can help me out. Says she's about to list to see what we can do with the solid offer. Okay, I am gonna comp a property because I did tell Dr. Rashard that I would call her back and tell her what I think we could buy the property for. I like my contracts coming. What place signed it? There it is. Yep, we got it. Yep, we got it. I am sending it over to title after my morning calls. I love just being honest with your prospects too. Like, I think it's kind of cool to let them know that you're making calls, you're talking to other people. It kind of appeals to the loss aversion. People don't like to lose opportunities. And it appeals to let them know, hey, I'm about my business, bro. Yeah, Alpha, how's it going? This is Courtney. Just giving you a call back.
Hey, Courtney, what's up? Yeah, I did call you back because I did not talk to my brother yet.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Have you had a chance to speak, or do I need to give you some more time? No rush.
Give me 1 more hour. Let me
Oh,
see
sure.
if I can find it.
Oh, that sounds good. All right. I'll tell them to hold it, and we'll just follow up then. You take care, man.
Yeah.
All right.
No, thank you.
All right. See, I said we'll hold it. Like, yeah, we'll hold it. Don't lie. Don't gaslight. I'm getting my mama. Don't you gaslight me. Like bending the truth. You know if you're telling the truth or not. But you can be confident in the truth that you. What's the condo? Doesn't have a condo for you? How much is the...
At the tone, please record your message. When you finish recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
See, I'm all over the place, man. Talking about such a hypocrite. Talking about some don't leave messages and don't call more than 3 times, and I'm sitting there just dawdling away. All right, I gotta make an offer on this property. It's a probate deal. So I'm dealing with a realtor, so she wants it on paper. So I'll just send over the offer. Give him info from Willie and gave her the referral. Wants to sell, but developer says needs. Okay, let's see. I called. Hey Judy, hey, this is Courtney calling you back. The gentleman from the State Pro Service.
Yes, how are you doing?
I'm great. How about yourself? Am I catching you at a bad time?
No, me and my husband's fixing to go in about 10 minutes to, he's got an eye appointment this day.
I
Lunchtime, so.
I was just with my dad on his appointments. He comes up to Wake Forest, and so I was babysitting my dad yesterday. It was a pleasure. Driving
Well,
around.
hey, we do what we have to,
That's
don't
all
we?
right. Absolutely.
They help them out. They look after us, so we gotta look after them.
Absolutely. So I was just checking if you ever needed. Did you ever follow up with the referral? I just want to make sure they took care of you. I think you were going to hold off though, maybe. So now I'm looking at my
I'm
notes.
gonna hold off,
Oh, that's right.
I had already talked, Danny and I just had our wills after my mother passed away. It prompted us to look at our wills, and so we just have gone back to our lawyer that had done our will before, and he is also a real estate and an estate planning attorney as well. So I had already mentioned to him that when the appropriate time come that I needed when I received a legal document, that I wanted him, would he be willing to do that, for my mother's estate, and he already has agreed. So I have already spoken to him, and so I think that's probably
great.
the person that, especially because he's familiar with
Right.
us and he's familiar with my mother.
Well, can I ask you for a favor, because he sounds like someone I need to know, because if he's serving you at that high level, when I come across other folks, I would, if we are like on the same, like mind and value and try to serve at the same level, I'd love to make referrals for him. Do you have his contact information? I would love to contact him and see.
Yes, his name is Robert Coulter, Coulter, and he has been a lawyer in Durham for a long time,
Oh, wow.
and so he is in business now for himself.
Okay.
So he has his own law firm. So let me see if I can pick up his. I'm trying to look to see. I've got so many different piles of paper with our stuff.
Oh, yes.
And plus we're redecorating in here in my living room and dining room, and I just got new furniture in, old furniture still in here. I'm trying to get
Oh,
everything
my
in.
goodness.
Let me see. I'm trying to look at that video.
Now, is this the gentleman in Durham, Ronald G. Coulter, attorney at law in Crossdale Drive? I think it is Crossdale. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Maybe, but you might have like a more direct number line to him than the.
That was actually, I called that number that was,
Oh,
I
okay.
used to moved from the other law firm, but that's him.
Okay, well I will.
And he's seasoned. I mean, he's not he's not in his 20s or 30s or 40s. I would say he's more like in his mid 60s.
Yeah. Well.
And he did work for a law firm that was very well, had a very good reputation and all in Durham.
Well, that's awesome.
Like
Miss
Lake
Judy.
Myrick and I'm trying to think who the other man was that was well known. That a lot of people used him at one time for different reasons, not a statesman and all. So he has had a lot of experience, and he knows people in Durham.
Well, that's
One
great.
thing and the other, yeah.
Right. Well, I'm gonna definitely. If you, not that you have to do this, but if you do talk to him, just let him know that you have a young guy who's trying to help him serve a lot of folks, and would love to connect with him, see if there's opportunity for us to, work together in some way.
I sure will. I'll be glad to.
Thank you very
I'll be
much.
glad to. Okay. And I appreciate you reaching out. And I appreciate the information that you've been giving me before.
No problem.
And if I had not already mentioned it to him, and he's expected me to, I don't want to all of a sudden just abandon him.
Oh yes, no problem. Yeah, that's not the idea there.
Okay.
And also still consider us. We are open to I haven't gone deeper into the property because we just haven't. That's not the first thing on the mind, but we're definitely buyers as well. So if you're looking for a buyer, we're definitely interested.
Reach back at me. Okay, thanks. Because I know we're in negotiations now with one, and I've got a legal document from him that I'm
Awesome.
giving that I'm also going to let Coulter.
That's
That's
great.
one I had already mentioned to him before. But if something was to happen to this buyer, for some reason, if he's the one that sent me this information to review and to go over, and I have. So I will. But if something was to happen and he decided he's no longer interested in this property, I would certainly call you.
Oh, I appreciate that, Miss Judy. Thank you very much.
Well,
Well, have a good Thursday, and I'll hope you all have a easy, pleasant doctor's appointment.
wow. Thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate you still following up with me.
Thank you. All right, take care.
Okay, thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
I like these probate leads because they're so kind. So kind. And let's see. So I got a lot of notes put in there. All right, so has a strong attorney, Robert G. Coulter. Where's his phone number? I don't want to see the phone number associated with it. Oh, that boy big. He got a lot of. Oh, I guess I gotta go to his website. I'm gonna walk in. So I'm gonna go in there and just present myself and see, just listen to what his needs are and how I can, like my boy says, champion his business. I like who says that? My boy, shout out to who said that to me. I like the way he said it. Tim said that. Tim is a residential mortgage broker. Yeah, and he likes to talk to when he presents, connecting people. He's like, how can I champion your business? Thought that's a cool way to phrase it. Something going on YouTube's. Damn, they kicked me off of goddamn Instagram. Ain't that some shit? But anyways, we'll keep rocking. 2 peas in a bucket. Very sweet and gracious, going to doctor's appointment with husband. I'm gonna earn referrals from the attorney, or like just see if I can serve and help at a high level. And yeah, so I need to connect with this guy. So create, lead, and walk. Create, lead, and walk in the door. So I'm gonna make this a lead task so that I can remember to reach out to him. We shut down over on IG. I don't know what happened with her, but it's all right. It's all good. I gotta listen to what this thing said. Today the 8th? Gotta listen to this call. Alright, so it looks like the rest of my stuff is like administrative. I have to comp a property and I have to, but I get to comp a property and send over an offer. Alright, let me call Tish. Uh-oh. I think, is this a bad time? I think I think you said nap time was around 11:30. So it's a person I'm supposed to call. The last time I called, I remember she's a she works with kids, bless her. And yeah, so that's it. We're at the hour mark. I'm gonna holler at you all again. I'll just run through them all because I would love for it to be a part of your journey and for you to join some of the communities we have. One is directed to Facebook, Life and Transitions Experts. If you're a human being, you go through life transitions and you will quite often need to come across professionals like attorneys, real estate professionals, service providers, haul, clean out, counselors, social workers. This is a group of folks who are committed to serving people at a high level during those big changes in their life. So would love, if you're one of those folks, would love to interview you. Every Wednesday, 7 p.m., we're going live and we're talking to a ton of folks. I already got a wait list of about 5 or 6 people who I'll be speaking with. I'm excited. December 14th, talking to Darius Ford from Navarva Capital. Awesome guy, financial advisor, serial entrepreneur, great person. For my connections and conversations with them will be there. So go join Life in Transition Experts. Let your light shine. Also, if you need any support or help with if you're a wholesaler or a marketer to real estate, would love to chat with you. You might have some great advice to give to me. I would love to learn. I love receiving as well as giving as well. So do reideals.com. Click on Learn to Wholesale. There's also deals in investment opportunities, properties there as well. And of course, even if you don't have real estate involved or you know someone going through the probate process, connect with me. I'm connected with the National Registry of Vetted Estate Professionals that can help anywhere in the country. And I would love to help, particularly if you're in Durham County, North Carolina. I'm the probate expert out this bad boy. So we'd love to sit with you or your family and folks and help you navigate that process. If there's real estate involved, that's awesome. We'd love to talk about that. If not, that's awesome too. We'd love to see what options are on the table for you to make it a smooth and easy process. And let's all avoid probate, for real, for real. We talking about generational wealth. Let's go ahead and go to those estate planners. If you need one, holler at me. I'll go find somebody that fits your needs. And yeah, because that's how we make sure that we keep this wealth that you're working so hard to create. Let's keep it. All right, folks. Courtney Rollins signing off. Do REI deals, State Pro Service, all that good stuff. Peace.